Well, he is legendary, he is ruthless, he is the former UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler, and after taking most of 2018 off due to injury, he still believes that he can make a run at this welterweight title. Tonight figures to be an opportunity for him to try to prove as much.
Every time Robbie Lawler steps in the octagon, he's got one thing in his mind. It's making his way back to a UFC welterweight championship. Right. He has a ton of ability, great knockout power, crisp, sharp boxing, but don't forget about the kicks of Robbie Lawler. As we saw against Bobby Volker way back when he got back into the UFC, he has the ability to put guys out in a number of ways. He's finished fights by knockouts, he's won decisions, he's done everything. Robbie Lawler is a true legend.
And if you're one of those fans who was watching in May of 2002 when he made his UFC debut against Aaron Riley at UFC 37, you know just how beloved by the MMA masses ruthless Robbie Lawler is. Well, DC, you're not fighting tonight, but I know you're anxious, as I am, as Conor McGregor returns to the proving ground here tonight. This is the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, and a damn good fighter, too. Let's see what he does here tonight.
I have no horse in the race, but the butterflies are kicking my stomach up and down because every time Conor steps into the octagon, it feels like a momentous occasion. Yeah. One of the biggest stars in all of sports. He transcends the sport of mixed martial arts, a guy that has a fantastic left hand. He's very quick. He's a master of managing distance, managing space, and the speed and the ability, the eyes of Conor McGregor is something that we don't pay enough attention to when we watch him fight.
And of course, every time he competes, all eyes are on Conor McGregor, and yet more often than not, he doesn't show up flat on fight night. He rises to the occasion. The Jose Aldo fight certainly is the one that people will historically talk about, but let's see how it goes in this spot for Conor here tonight. The notorious Conor McGregor set to fight ruthless Robbie Lawler. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, ruthless Robbie Lawler. And now, here's the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go. It is Robbie Lawler versus Conor McGregor. Two guys who are decorated, acknowledged strikers. Any chance this fight hits the canvas tonight?
If this fight goes to the ground, it will be because Robbie Lawler decides to change the tactic a little bit, and he has that ability. I don't expect Conor to be shooting, but if Robbie Lawler is able to get close enough and grab him, he can potentially get a takedown.
Nice straight there by Robbie Lawler. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
Oh, he does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw
that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
All All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not...
Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. Total strikes have found the mark for Conor McGregor. All right, ruthless Robbie Lawler getting going here. And DC, I know you're not easily intimidated, but man, when Lawler sticks his mug into that camera, at least from my vantage point, I'm intimidated. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taking a lot of shots upstairs, and the swelling is there to prove it.
Got to keep those hands up. He might want to employ a high guard to try to ensure that the guy's not landing on those spots because the swelling's starting. Oh, look at that. He can't even stand.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Under a minute to go. Lands the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Conor McGregor gets back up again.
And now he's secured back position.
Oh, nice work with the knee there by Lawler. Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. All right, here, final seconds of round one. Next. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, let us get you some replays from that previous round. His nose is significantly damaged after his opponent's handiwork in that previous frame.
It's smashed. It's smashed, John, and you see the cut on it. You see the bruising. It's bad now, but in a couple days it'll be much worse.
Yeah.
Because that's when
you ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Man, that Conor McGregor left hand is just an absolute piston, and it lands again.
It's like an atom bomb. Like he hits people and they fall down. And he understands the power that he possesses. So he's willing to throw it over and over again. I just keep thinking back to him in Eddie Alvarez, how every time he hit him, he just knocked him out of his shoes. Conor McGregor's left hand is as good of a single strike as there is in the UFC.
Yeah, he needs to register that. Well,
this might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Oh, my goodness!
Right hand connection from Lawler.
Great job moving it to his opponent and getting to that single collar tie.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
McGregor's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Lawler's overhand punch to the head. It doesn't get there. It was telegraphed, and it was blocked. He's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Well, there's a swing and a... Oh! He's out! Robbie Lawler with a huge win tonight!
I mean, wow.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
While the love of the game remains there in earnest for the former UFC welterweight champion, Robbie Lawler gets a big win here tonight and still loves to compete, and he's